All right, what's going on, everybody? Hopefully, you guys are having a great day. No. I'm getting it out of a different one. If you're on here for the very first time, let me know. I'm excited today because I'm going to be giving away 5 free one-on-ones to some peeps. If you're on here and you're also in the Telegram, let people know in the Telegram, hey, session number 2 is about to start. Maybe they haven't seen my thing to let them know that I'm on. If you're on here for the very first time, let me know. What's going on, Gregory? Dream trip in Dubai. All right, what am I doing? So again, if you're on here for the very first time, let me know. We're getting started probably in 1 minute. Just setting stuff up on my side. Okay. All right, guys, how is everybody doing? We're about to get started with what I call session number 2. And what we're going to be going over in session number 2 is going to be a very, very, very simple way to be able. I don't know, Gregory, if you knew that I was actually in WB, I was actually marketing director. I don't know if you knew that. But all right, guys. So what's going on, everybody? Today we're going to be talking about what we call session number 2. Session number 2 is actually a very, very simple system that I created a couple months ago that literally within a 3-hour time frame, I was able to make my account jump 6 times in 3 hours. And I was like, yo, what the heck? Right. So I kept on perfecting it and perfecting it to the point where literally about 90% of the time it was my trades were actually going to take profit. I'm like, what the heck? Like, this is just crazy. And then I just shared it with some people and shared it with some people, and it got to the point where I was in front of 300 people in Atlanta not too long ago sharing this, and just a bunch of people were hitting take profit, what we call take profit, and earning money from it. And then also from that success, flew out to Australia and started helping out people from over there. And then over there, people were having success with it as well. And then, just other people telling me, hey, listen, this is working for them. So that's why I continuously come on here to share it with other people as well. Some people would say, I already know how to do it. I don't need to hop on. Well, I mean, that's cool. But what if you just kept on going over and over and over, getting, staying on here with me? Maybe you'll learn something new as far as with this type of situation. And sometimes I actually show you guys how I actually personally trade in the market and stuff like that outside of the 10 pips. So if anything, stick around. You never know what could be able to actually help you out over time. But then also, I would definitely encourage you to put your people on here as well, because from what I've seen, people are actually getting started with our company in IML. And because of the money that they're making through just the session alone. So, it's up to you. So again, who's on here for the very first time? I'd love to know. See, Gregory is on here for the very first time. Who else? If you don't tell me, that's cool. But if anything, I won't be able to help you out personally. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add all of the pairs on here. I want to make sure. So Gio, you're on here for the very first time. Dope. FX majors. I want to make sure these are on. And let's add some exotics. No, not exotics. Let's add some FX crosses. Right? And understand, I'm going to go through the majority of how this session works, but I'll put it to you like this, guys. I actually have done this so many times, and with that being the case, there's so many recordings that you can be able to get access to. And actually, let me do this. So if you're on here for the very first time, I'll let you know what you can be able to get access to. What's going on, Christine? How are you? Oh, Nigel's with you, I'm sure. What's going on, guys? So all the way from Australia, which is cool. So if you're on here for the very first time, if you're on here on my channel, welcome. Now, what you can be able to get access to with everything that you can be able to get access to is not just my YouTube channel. I have other avenues as well. I actually have a website. It's called FxProNow.com. You can literally just click on here and it can be able to go to there, right? And what you can be able to do is you can be able to actually create an account. The reason why you would create an account is so that you can be able to literally leave off where you left off, right? There's two separate sections. One section is to actually show people the idea that we're a part of, and the other section is to be able to actually get access to my content literally back to back to back to back, right? It's very nicely placed and stuff like that. And it's pretty cool, right? Soon, not soon, but next year, what's going to happen is my YouTube is not going to be the way that it is right now. It's literally going to be any new videos that I put out are going to be anywhere from 30 seconds to 90 seconds long. And most of my stuff is going to be on here. Just letting you guys know that now, right? So that's that. So that's the website. We have a Twitter, right? I'm going to be using this more often now that I see the power of what Twitter can be able to bring. All right, so I'm going to be using Twitter. All right. And then from there, what we can be able to you can be able to get access to is our Facebook. So if you use Facebook more, this is cool. I'm going to be using Facebook more as well, mostly to let people know, hey, listen, something is starting right now, and also discussions like, what are your thoughts on Bitcoin, stuff like that, right? And I'd love to hear your feedback. Like, let's have conversation through here. I think it'd be really, really cool. There's about 2,000 people on here, and you can be able to add whoever it is you would like, right? So that's that. Also, we have a Telegram. Most of the content that I'm putting out is through Telegram as well. And I don't flood this too much because the thing is, I know a lot of people are in a lot of chats, so I make sure that I keep this clean. Now, tonight, literally right after our session number 2, hopefully everybody knows this, I'm actually going to be giving away 5 one-on-ones to a couple lucky people. So I don't know who's going to be on that session, right? But just know I'm going to be giving away these one-on-ones. The people who are going to win this are the people that went through this. I literally told you last month you had a month to do it. It's the begin here section. This begin here section right here. It says session number 1 through 3. How do you win the one-on-one? Watching, liking, and commenting on each video. So let's see if I was to click on this real quick. All right, it will go into this. Now there's separate sections. There's the intro to Forex. Now the intro to Forex is obviously how to create an account, blah, 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 simple stuff. Session number 1 is the basics. Session number 2 is what we're going to go over right now. Now, these right here are not really too complex. So, I don't expect you to be like, hey, I learned this, or you have a question. If you have a question, cool, right? But just like these videos and just put done, like I finished them or whatever it is, right? And then you can do the same thing on here, like or done, whatever, right? You got to make sure you like each one, right? And then I write a comment, right? Now the one that I'm actually looking at the comment that you write, can't put just done or finished, are for this section. Because the thing is, I'm literally giving you the sauce, right? And what I'm doing is I'm incentivizing people to watch this stuff and really, really learn. So it has to be a real comment. Now, the people that are going to win are the people that write the most comments, because I'm going to go through all these videos. I'm going to write down based upon this comment picker website that I have. It's literally going to pick out a name, and whatever 5 names get picked out the most is going to win. That's how we did it last time. That's how we're going to keep on doing it as time progresses. Every single month, somebody that commented from the past has the opportunity to be able to get it from today. So just keep on staying active with my stuff. This time, whoever's going to win, the person that's going to win is going to win a one-on-one with me, and that one-on-one is going to be literally a portion of my course that I literally just added in, all right? Which is going to be really, really, really cool. So, I'm excited to see who's going to win this, okay? And mind you, this is a 4-day course, over 20 hours of content, being jam-packed. Okay, so that's that. So let's get started with our thing, right? With our session number, what we call it, 2. All right, so we're gonna start out like this. Let me go ahead and start time frames template, load template. I wish it was just right there. Let's load this template. All right, cool. So the way that this works is we usually start out with the H4 time frame. Is it too late for the one-on-one? I don't know. I don't know yet. It matters on whoever commented the most. That's usually how it works. But if you start commenting now and you start watching the videos now through YouTube, then you could probably have more opportunity to win on the next one. Because either way, whoever comments still has the opportunity to win for the next month and the next month and the next month. So you'll see how this goes over time. So the way this works, we start out the H4 time frame. All right. Why? Because the H4 time frame, and you'll learn this in the course, literally will be able to wow, that was years ago. That's crazy. Somebody just sent me a crazy picture from years ago in Vegas, and I was having fun. Anyways, so H4 time frame allows you to see what has been going on, what has been the trend for the last 2 weeks or so. Okay, so what we're looking for is we're looking at these the red line, this blue line, and this cloud thingy right here. Right now, before you start, getting into any trades, even if this is the first time you're getting on, what I would definitely suggest is to go to session number 2 and watch this video right here, what we call the red blue cloud method, risk management. Right, this video right here is very, very important before you get into any trades following my strategy, okay, or following my method. I don't really like the word strategy. Anyways, so what we're looking for, and also a very, very important thing, is the fact that you only want to use this method post 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So after 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only in the London session. I'm just going to keep it the London session, right? So mostly in the London session. So after 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, in the London session is the only time that I would suggest to do this, okay? Yes, Vicky. All right, so after 10 p.m. and through the London session is the only time that I would suggest that you follow this method, right? I used to do from 10 to 10. just do it from London session. That's going to be the best time to do this, okay? So we're looking for this red line, and now where in the red line? Exactly here, where price is currently, not back here, because that's going to be too, it's not true anymore. So right here. So we're looking for, when it comes to a sell, the red line to be below the blue line, and for price, meaning the candle, to be below the red cloud. Now, as you can see here, price is below a green cloud. This doesn't follow our rule. We're looking for the red line to be below the blue line, below a red cloud. So that's going to be a while before that's going to be true for this one. So let's look at the next one. All right, so what do we see here? We see that the red line is below the blue line, and price is below a red cloud. So is this what I'm looking for or not what I'm looking for? Write in the comments before I continue. Fast, somebody. Is this what I'm looking for or not what I'm looking for? All right. So being the fact that this is what we're looking for, right, we see that it's below a red cloud, which is good. We're going to go now to the H1 time frame. And why are we going to the H1 time frame? Because the thing is, we want to see what's been going on for the past couple of days, let's say 2 or 3 days. And what do we see? A continuous downtrend, which is great, right? So being the fact that the red line is below the blue line and price is below the red cloud, is this what we're looking for or not what we're looking for? This is what we're looking for, right? And being the fact that this H1 is the same look as the H4, this is exactly what I'm looking for. Right? Now, here's the thing. The cloud literally tells you what's going to happen in the future. So the cloud is going to tell me, hey, listen, it's going to be pushing down in the future. So how far into the future? It says, you see what says time -4? Well, what it's saying is -4 hours into the future, or 4 hours into the future, it's going to start pushing down, which is great, right? And then also what it told me right here, mind you, you see how, it's all the way into the future over here? Well, at one point in time, this was in the future. Wouldn't you agree? And price is all the way back here. So with that being the case, it told you, hey, listen, price is going to start pushing up. And what did it start doing? Start pushing up. Now, is it going to be, exact? Not always, but it's a pretty good indicator in my opinion. Okay, so we see the red line is under the blue line and price is under this red cloud, which is great. Right, now we're going to go down to the M15, right? And as we can see here, price is doing what we call a pullback, right? It's not really, hey Gio, are you on here? It's not really, oh yeah, I see that you're on here, right? So it's not really in a downtrend right now. So that's why we look at the H4 to see, okay, what's been going on for the last 2 weeks, the H1, what's been going on for the last 2 or 3 days, and then the M15 to see what's been going on today. And as you can see, it's just a pullback. So what I definitely suggest is just go back and look at this in the next 4 hours. How do I know that? Well, it tells me, or in the next 3 or 4 hours, it tells me, hey, listen, in the next 3 hours, it should start pushing down. So what I usually do is I set an alarm on my phone saying something like this. Set an alarm for 3 hours. Set an alarm for 3 hours to look at GBP USD. You look at GBP and USD alarm. And that's what I do, right? You let that rock. When it goes off, check back the H4, H1, M15. And then what I'll do is I'll get into a new order. I'll click where I says sell by market. I'll set 10 pips. And then from there, set 10 pips is my take profit. And then from there, I will go ahead and have no stop loss or anything like that. And 90% of the time, it hits take profit. So just so you know, for a sell, what we're looking for is the red line to be below the blue line, to be below a red cloud. That's for a sell. Okay. The red line to be below the blue line, to be below a red cloud. Right. That's the easiest way I can be able to put it. Now let's just say we're looking for a buy. Wow, look at that gap. That's going to be filled. Either way. Let's look for a buy first. So here, what we see for the H4, what we're looking for, yeah, 10 pips always is the rule. Don't do anything more. You can do something less, but just know 10 pips is all right. And don't try to get back and forth in and stuff like that. You can do whatever you want, but I've just been doing this for a while, right? So what we see here is the red line is above the blue line is above a green cloud on the H4. That's what I'm looking for a buy. So understand the sells for the H4, H1, and the M15. Now for a buy, same thing, just a little different. What we're looking for is the red line to be below, to be above the blue line, to be above a green cloud. Okay, and that's for a buy. Right, same thing. H4, H1, M15. Okay, and what do we see here? Wouldn't you agree this is what you see? We see the red line is above the blue line, is above the green cloud. Very, 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 very simple. Right. So we go to the H1, and what do we see? We see that price has dipped below this this cloud right here, right? And we see that price is in the cloud. Anytime that price is in the cloud or the red line is in the cloud, it's a no-go, right? If the blue line is in the cloud, that's okay. Just the red line and the blue in a candle is not good. Okay. Move on to the next one. H4. What do we see? The red line is below the blue line, but below a green cloud. Not what we're looking for. Next. What do we see? We see that price is below a green cloud. We're looking for price to be above a green cloud. So that's not what we're looking for. We see prices in the cloud. That's not what we're looking for. So what we do see is the fact that this is kind of shifting downwards. And probably in the next 60 hours, this will be good. So this is a long time from now. You see how it says time negative 20 times 4. Okay. Next. You see the red line is below the blue line and price is below a green cloud. That's not what we're looking for. See prices in the cloud. That's not what we're looking for. See the red line is below the blue line, below a red cloud. This is good, but I already know on the H1 it's not going to be good because this is a strong pullback. So what do you see here? Red line below the blue line, below the red cloud on the H1, right? Let's go to the H4. You see it's under a green cloud. Now we're looking for. See the red line above the blue line, above a green cloud. Yes. H1. No. We see prices in the cloud. Now here's the thing. When it comes to this method, it works so well because I take off all the bad trades where I know that it's not guaranteed. So I'm only looking for guarantees. And as you can see, prices in the cloud. And that's why sometimes it takes a couple to make sure this works. USD try, you don't want to mess with that. Do not want to mess with that. All right. It's a what do you call it? Exotic pair, and the spread is crazy, and I don't think it'd be good to talk about that right now. All right. So just know that it's on the sell for a long time. All right. Anyways, so what do we see here? We see that price is so far away from that blue line. Anytime that you see the red line and the blue line so far away from each other, just know that it's gonna pull back. And when it pulls back, it's gonna pull back just as far as this pulled up. Okay. So as you can see here, the spread on this between the red line and the blue line is 128 pips, which is crazy. So it's gonna pull back, and it's gonna be a big pullback, right? So it'd be great to catch this on that sell. Just letting you guys know. So I'm just not even gonna touch this, especially the fact that you see that there's some form of consolidation here. So if anything, I would definitely just set up some type of sell limit right here, and just make your risk a very small risk for that sell. But it's up to you. Anyways, we see the red line is below the blue line, below the green cloud. Now, the thing is, you see a red line, you see a red cloud pretty closely, right? So being the fact that this is the H4, I don't mess with the H4. If it's not good on the H4, I don't mess with it. If it is good on the H4, I go into the H1. If it's kind of like close on the H1, that one's a little better that you could be able to get away with. But this one's on the H4, I don't mess with it because just know there's gonna be a pullback on here. It's probably gonna be a small one, being the fact that it's consolidating. It's kind of moving very, very slowly. Probably be a small pullback and then a continuation to the downside. So I'd look back at this in 3 times 4 hours from now. Right, so 12 hours. Right, next, you see the red line under the blue line under the red cloud, which is good, but you see a big pullback. H1's not going to be good, as you can see. H4, you see the red line under the blue line under a green cloud. This is going to push up so hard. 200 pips. Who caught that sell? Oh my God. That is ridiculous. Next. See the red line above the blue line above a green cloud, which is good, H1. We see price just got out the green cloud, but we see the red line is in the cloud. That's not good. See the red line above the blue line, but above a red cloud, not good. You see prices in the red cloud, not good. You see prices red line, blue line, red cloud, good. Let's go to H4, confirm, red line, blue line, thin green cloud. Just know this is going to pull back hard. Man, there's going to be some crazy moves coming up on these CAD pairs. Oh my God. Just like USD CAD, like I told you guys. Anyways, red line, blue line, green cloud, good. Prices under the cloud, no good. This is no good. Because you see the red line is above the blue line, under a cloud, not good. We see red line under the blue line, under the red cloud. We see, man, like I said, these CAD pairs, and all of them have a gap. All of them have a gap. This is going to be filled. Guaranteed, it's going to be filled. This is exactly what I was saying on Sundays this week in the markets. I don't know when it's going to be, but it's probably now. And as you can see, 38.2 is where that gap is. 50% is where that gap is. The blue line is right here. I'm pretty sure price is going to go to at least here. At the least here. Definitely getting in that stuff on the CAD. CAD News Friday. That's it. That's it. That's far from now. Fed chair speaks. Interesting. So employment change. Okay, unemployment rate. Yeah, that's a big talk. Wow, look. Previous was negative 56,000, and this time they're expecting their job growth to be crazy. So you already know. And then we have non-farm payroll as well. And as you can see, there's a decline in that. So here's the thing, guys. Like I'm starting to understand when it comes to this anyways, if you see the unemployment change about to go up, right, for CAD, that means that CAD is strong. And if you see non-farm payroll is going down, I mean, what would you expect? You expect that USD is going to go down, CAD is going to go up, right? So let's look at UCAD real quick. This doesn't apply to what I usually do, but as you can see, people saw that, and that's why they're buying this right now. So probably it's going to have a big pull up before Friday. Probably going to have a big pull up before Friday, and then from there, freaking crash right after. Yeah, and as you can see, there's a big shift to the downside when it comes to these, when it comes to the daily. Anyways, all right, so I'm gonna keep an eye on that one. So let's look at this. We see prices in the cloud. Remember, anytime prices in the cloud, no good. I'm trading news too. It's not that I'm trading news, it's just I'm following the trend of where the banks are sending their money. That's literally what it is. right? So we see H4, we see the red line above the blue line above the green cloud. We see H1, we see prices in the cloud. So there's no trades available. I'm not even gonna try this with Bitcoin with you guys. Let's see gold. I don't know. Let's see Ripple. No, it's not gonna do anything with it. Consolidation hard. Man, here, let me talk to you guys for a little bit since we have a good amount of people and there's no trades. So here's the thing, guys. Now you're gonna do whatever it is you want to do, but what I would really do is, mind you, the president of Malta, mind you, my father's from Malta, which is pretty cool. But the president of Malta came. He spoke to the UN today. He took the stage today, and he said, with or without the government implementing change to have cryptocurrency to be a part of the world, no matter if the government says yes to it or not, people are going to choose it. Here's the thing, guys. Like, this is how this goes. Anytime the media is saying something, so he's not the media, he's just somebody, right? Anytime that you see on CNN and MSNBC, if that's what it's called, I don't know what it is all around the world, like the news channels that you watch on BBC America, I don't know. But anytime that it's on there, that you're too late. Anytime that they talk about anything. But being the fact that nobody's talking about it now, that's the best time. Just know the prices now are the same prices that they were before the push. Okay? Before the push. All right. So I don't know. I would definitely suggest take 10% of your next check. Get a Coinbase account and just put 80% in Bitcoin, 20% in Ethereum. Just do it. And just let it sit. Don't look at the price. Just get in. Now, if you want to go a step further, I can give you steps on how to get into like stuff like Ripple and other coins that I'm looking at. But it's on you. I'll definitely just take a chance to do some research. Not on the news, not on big time news. Look at YouTube and just look at a whole bunch of videos. That'll probably help you out. All right? No. I'm talking about holding the coins, not trading. I'm talking about holding the coins, like actually holding it. Okay. Yep. XRP. Holding the coins and stuff like that. All right, guys. So we're about to get on to the next thing. So we have 25 people on here. So I expect 25 and more to be on to see who's gonna win the giveaway. All right. I'm gonna be picking 5 people, or I'm not gonna be picking it. The computer's gonna be picking it. Gonna be picking 5 winners. All right. So we're gonna get on. We'll get off of here. And I'm going to be putting up the next video right now. All right, guys. You guys ready? All right, so I'm going to get off of here, and then we're going from there. All right. So I'm going to put up the video context or video links on the Telegram. So go ahead and go to the Telegram and let everybody know, hey, listen, he's about to give away the 5 winners. All right. So, yeah.